a minute for people to actually join, though. But
yeah.
But yeah, it's live.
So does this just like connect to YouTube through like a weird link or something?
Yeah, just log into YouTube through this, and then that's it.
Sounds. You're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you.
Is that what it says on your screen?
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't say that on mine, but everybody can. Apparently, been going for 40 seconds now. Hello, everyone. And is everybody? Oh, I see comments now. Sometimes the comments are delayed, also.
Oh, I can't see any comments at all.
Right, there's an option on your screen somewhere.
Wait, there we go. Live comments.
Yeah, that's the.
Check these up.
So do you want to introduce yourself first?
Okay. So my name's Leon. For those of you who don't know me, I do a video series called The Diary of a Van Man on YouTube. Basically, it's all about my van and my van adventures. Been doing it since 2016 with a few mini gaps here and there. So that's about it, I reckon.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that is about it. What else can I say? I ride BMX, and I am an outdoor instructor. There you go. I have that as well.
What's one of them?
An outdoor instructor.
Yeah.
I teach people to like rock climbing, kayaking, go out on hikes, canoeing, what type of stuff? Like what else? Mine's gone blank. Rifle shooting, archery.
Oh wow. Where are you from then? As if anybody can't really tell.
Like you can't guess. I am from Liverpool.
And do you do the outdoor pursuits thing in Liverpool then?
No, not in Liverpool exactly. I do a lot of my work just outside of Liverpool in Lancashire, South Lancashire, called Rock and River, which is like this in this tiny little village called Maudsley.
Wow.
Do freelance, so I go anywhere I want, wherever the work is.
Wow.
That's where the van comes in.
Somebody just commented saying, "Can you teach Liam how to jump off a cliff, please?"
I think he already knows how.
Thank you for that, Robin. I think it means just jump off and die.
Just take yourself off.
I think he's trying to get me killed. So he's got comments off to a good start. You should teach Liam how to throw axes. Fuck off.
I've heard you're quite the apt axe thrower.
I like to throw axes. I would never claim to be
at people.
Huh?
At people.
Yeah, I've just tried to chop a sheep's head off today, so I could keep it cool. But it was
times must be getting hard out there in the Peak District. So you're running out of food.
Running out of food out here, yeah, definitely. Oh dear. So anyway, back to something sensible. For anybody who doesn't know, what van have you got? What van do you drive?
The exact same one as yours.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
2003, my one is.
Oh, yours is newer than mine.
Oh, is it? Wow. Medium wheelbase roof Sprinter.
Wow.
The best in the older kind.
How do you find it?
I love it. I have one issue, and that's a power issue going up hills. But that's just because I need a turbo, but I'll get round to fixing it eventually.
Have you had any? How long have you had it?
3 years this year. This is my third van.
Have you had any other issues with it? Any? I'm only asking because I want to know if you've got any issues similar to me.
No, they've only ever had this one issue, and it's took me pretty much 3 years to figure out it is the turbo. I thought it was an EGR problem, and then I thought it was an injectors, and then I thought it was like the air take pipes like split and stuff like that. I've done loads of stuff, but eventually I came around to the idea that it's actually the turbo.
Right.
Other than that, it's been sweet.
Do all your door locks work well?
No, my rear door, my rear door has a padlock on it.
Does it?
It locks. Yeah, the key doesn't work.
I've got a latch on the inside of mine from the back, and
like
one of the
like a Mr. Bean latch.
Yeah. I've got Mr. Bean latch, and I've got one of these that goes on the back door as well if I need to.
Yeah, same. I've got one of those.
I've got no power steering pump either. I've not had a power steering pump for almost a year now.
Oh, shit.
It started to leak, and I've never got round to fixing it. And I've got a brand new power steering pump in the boot, and I've just not fitted it yet.
Now is the perfect time, isn't it?
Perfect time. Yeah, I've had fuck all to do for 4 weeks.
I thought I'd not been in work, but I'm sort of missing it, weirdly enough.
Somebody's just this is a random comment. Liam is a lefty. Who cares what the fuck he says?
Oh.
Well, you do, but you're watching my channel, you fucking Burke.
I saw a comment before. David Kane. I do know James Hitchcock's quite well, actually. He's a BMX rider from around. What was it? Not Sheffield. Further afield.
Oh,
Past
in fact, no, he's from the south. He's from like London area, but he moved up to Upton Skatepark, didn't he?
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah. I've not heard from him or spoke to him since. What did he do? Didn't he have a bike company?
Yes.
I can't remember what it's called. It was a couple of years ago.
A distribution company, and then it was a lone bike co.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah, I know James quite well. What have you got on here?
So we probably, I sort of commented earlier about on your YouTube video about how we probably have rode together at some point. I imagine we will have done. Like if you've been for 20 years, like.
Yeah, we're about the same age, roughly, aren't we? I'm 32.
How old are you?
32.
Yeah, I'm about 32. Yeah, I'm about 32.
How old are you?
A little bit older. I reckon I'm closer to 42 than I am 32.
Oh shit! Right. Well, yeah, I've been 20 years, and you only just.
I'm 30
years ago.
Last year, I sold the bike.
Ah, mate, disappointed.
There's no way I could have. My back is fucked. In fact, in all seriousness, the main reason why I sold it is because I fell off twice in 2 years and banged my head both times. And it weren't fun. And you know when you've got to go to work and you've got to fucking look after your child, and you know I fell off and knocked myself out whilst I was with my child.
Oh,
yeah, that was a few years ago.
No way. Jeez, yeah. I wear a big full face now, specifically because of that reason. Like, I want to ride, but I've got to be responsible, so I just wear a big motorbike full face helmet when I ride.
I've never rode with a helmet at all, ever. And about 3 years ago, I bought a helmet. You know, one of the ones that comes down your ears as well.
Yeah, the full cuts.
Yeah, I got one of them, and then I fell off both times and hit my head whilst I had that helmet on. In fact, the first time was the first time I put that helmet on. I fell off and banged my head and knocked myself out. It's like helmet. Fuck, it's like it knew. Oh, you've got a helmet on. Well, you can bang your head now.
And see what you've got. Let's have it.
Yeah. Let's see what's going on here in the comments.
So, Sheffield, did you used to ride with Ernie?
Well, yeah. So me and Ernie used to live together back in early 2000s. Early 2000s. Yeah, it would have been 2000, 2001, 2002. Lived with each other for a few years. And then we've been friends ever since. But then he started riding again.
Yeah.
About 3 or 4 years ago, and me and him went riding quite a lot. I still speak to him from now and again, but loads of people have started riding again that used to ride.
Yeah, it's getting popular again. It really dies out though a lot. Like a lot of people riding mountain bikes these days.
Yeah. In fact, I've been looking for a mountain bike actually, and I can't stand it.
So signal's going a little bit there, I think.
Isn't it?
Yeah. I tried riding a mountain bike last year in Scotland, and I did not like it at all. I felt like I had no control whatsoever. It was on a downhill track, and it was just petrifying. It was scary, man.
I think that when you've rode a BMX, I don't understand why you'd ever go to anything else that rattles. It's like we spend all our time making BMXs so they don't fucking rattle. There's no chain fucking bounce or anything. Everything's like proper solid, and then you get on a mountain bike and everything's just flopping around and fucking rattling and just doesn't feel right, does it?
Widging and stuff. No, it's just alien.
Yeah, that's the main reason why I don't have a mountain bike yet.
Yeah, but I guess it's all right for going down little tracks and stuff. I mean, you're sort of in a good place for it at the moment.
And that was the other thing. The main reason why I want one now, as Never Finished Projects just pointed out, is he goes out on his mountain bike. He's parked just behind me, and he goes out on his mountain bike for miles. And I kind of want to do that a little bit.
Maybe not. Bored.
It is boring here, to be fair. It's like I'm really looking, but I've done fuck all today.
Nothing.
No. Fuck all. What have you been doing today? Are you? I presume you're not working.
Yeah, I'm not working. I haven't been working for over a month now. Because I work mainly with schools. So once the schools closed, that was it. Everything got cancelled.
Wow.
So today I've been. My nan has let me use her back garden to plant some vegetables. So we've just been digging, basically just digging all day.
Have you been out riding today?
No, I haven't rode since before lockdown. I thought it's probably not the wisest thing to do is go riding and then hurt myself and end up in a hospital. So
yeah. If you go to hospital now, you're gonna die.
Yeah, go to hospital with a sprained ankle and then die. So it's probably not.
Liam, well, hold on. Somebody just said, Liam, do a hop whip in your next vid and I'll donate you a mini ramp for your decking. I've not got a bike. I've not got a bike to do it. In fact, my daughter's got a micro scooter in the back. I'll do a hop whip on a micro scooter.
You get a micro mini ramp in exchange.
Micro mini ramp, that'd be good. I'm getting disappointed in my country, y'all. Yeah, that's an American.
Skyline's in your mum's fridge. Yeah. An old myth, I think. I don't think it actually worked. That's before my time, anyway. At least probably before your time too, Liam.
Yeah, Sky was before my time. So I was thinking about this earlier. Your video that you put out said you've been riding for 20 years. Well, I think I've been riding for. Well, I mean, I've stopped riding, but I rode for about 20 years.
Yeah.
But I started riding after I saw the 97 X Games.
Wow.
Which is like a fucking big X Games if you were into. Like that would like changed everything as far as I was like, I want to fucking do that.
Yeah. One of the X Games that got me, it was the Gravity Games, which was it was on BBC Two one year, and that was the E2. And that's like one of the first things I saw. I was like, I want to do that. But they used to have weird stuff on, like Street Luge.
Yeah, Street Luge.
Guy surfing. And what was the other one? There's downhill skateboard races and all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah. Your YouTube channel name is a BMX reference, also, isn't it?
The Diary of a Van Man is in reference to Van Homan.
Van Homan's section and Little Devil.
Yeah.
I'm gutted. I wanted that name.
Took it. Got there fair. Yeah, like, the best BMX video of all time.
Yeah. The best BMX section of all time also. Van Homan section.
Yeah, definitely. So that's like the link between BMX and the van, and homage to Van Homan.
Yeah, definitely looked to like that. There's loads of BMXers that like have lived in vans at times as well. Didn't like fucking Crandall live in a van?
Still does.
Does he still live in a van?
Still, he's got that big old American school bus, hasn't he?
Yeah, shit. Fucking hell.
Still lives in it. And what's his name? Clint Reynolds.
Does he live in a van as well?
In a van, yeah. He's got like a Vario, Mercedes Vario.
Wow.
And then that Australian kid, who's like, I don't know his name, but he's really good and he lives in a van. There's loads. There's quite a few. I mean, it's obviously the cool thing to do, to live in a van.
And we are the pioneers of that. Grifters. That's taken me back.
Gee, that's the 70s, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an old one, that. Tim's lovely. Tim's got some really nice comments. Liam, do you realise how much you are cooking to the parasites now? I don't even know what that means. But I'm excited about it. I'm excited about cooking to the parasites. I really appreciate that comment, Tim. Thank you for watching. Is your mate?
I had the other day, and someone just kept blasting the comment feed with just nothing. So like I couldn't see any of your comments whatsoever, man. It's a nightmare.
Really?
Can't be that cool living in a van as the Hitman isn't in one yet.
He has got a van though. He's got a T6.
Yeah, T6. He mods.
Do you know what's weird? I actually watched one of his videos today, and it was clickbaited to fuck, obviously.
Yeah.
But it was something about, I don't ride for Mafia anymore. And then when I clicked on it, there was like 3 months ago, I think, it just came up on my recommended thing, and there was no reference to why I didn't ride for Mafia anymore. It was just like
he changes his mind more than he changes his
yeah. Well, Amy, who's parked behind me now, is friends with him, and that is often a joke that we talk about. Oh, what's his clothing company called this week?
Is it Owner? I think it is now, isn't it?
Yeah, I saw that on his thing, but I preferred it when it was Crywank.
Do you know what though? Like, he went to the same school as I did. He was in like, I was in like year 10 and he was in year 7 or something. So like there's like a few years age gap, and he only lived like a couple of miles from my house, and we actually used to be really good friends. And then like as it usually goes, the more famous someone gets, they start getting weirder and weirder. So
that was very diplomatic thing. Weirder and weirder. It's definitely
weirder and weirder. But then I'll see him, and I haven't seen him for ages, and it's like he's just normal guy, sound to chat to and all that, and then he goes away and does weird stuff.
Just weird stuff, like starts a fucking scooter company or something.
Yeah. Well, as long as he's happy.
Somebody, I've got my Crybrand t-shirt on now for real. Somebody watching this, Guy Brackenbury has got a Crywank t-shirt. Oh dear.
Liam, I'm Queen and Country. You're not that. What? That's Tim Timoney. He's having a nice time.
We just leave him in the corner in a chair on his own, just babbling to himself.
Yeah.
He's the special one. The thing that I don't like. Oh shit! I didn't mean to press that one. I prefer the cry one comment. The thing that I don't like to do on this channel is block people like that because I think it's funny.
Right.
I think that they just prove themselves to be dicks and they can stay. It's fine.
Just let them run with it.
Let them run with it. Yeah. I think he just wants some attention. Everybody in the comments section, will you give Tim some attention, please? He certainly is special. So back to some sort of topic rather than giving it all Tim. is Rampworks your preferred place then?
I'll say yes, it is because it's had such a massive impact on my life. But like, I reckon if I had the choice between riding Rampworks tomorrow, I'd probably go or Unit 23. I'd go to Unit 23, which is up in Dumbarton, just outside Glasgow.
Oh, right. I don't get into that one.
Oh, mate, best.
Is it? See, growing up in Sheffield, we didn't really have parks.
No,
I think it was when that Leeds one opened. That was
the works.
Yeah, apart from obviously Devonshire Green. I presume you've ridden Devonshire Green at some point.
Never been.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I've never even been to Sheffield.
Really?
Wait, no, I did. Backyard Jam.
Oh yeah, I didn't go to that.
2006.
I didn't go to that.
The only time I've been to. That's the last one as well. How dare you not go?
I did go to one in Hastings. Remember,
like the early ones.
Yeah, you know the one. Did you go to any of them ones?
No, I started going to Backyard in like 2003, I think. So like, I think like the ones the couple of years before that, like early 2000s, they were the Hastings ones and the I can't remember the other place where it was.
Well,
Southwest.
So when we went to the Hastings one, we went because we were all part of the NSF, which you'll probably remember also.
I remember the NSF, yeah.
So we all went down there, and that Backyard Jam was kind of famous for the police getting called, and there'd been a big, massive fucking fight and a big riot and all kinds of stuff happening. And it was because they were premiering the Etnies Forward DVD. And when we got there to go watch it, they were like, "Oh no, pros only. You've got to have a wristband." And there were like hundreds of people outside, all going, "What? You didn't say that on the fucking flyer. We've all come here to watch it." So they just erupted, and there were people stamping on top of police cars and fucking everything. It was just mad. It was fucking mental. It was so good.
BMXers for you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It was really good.
NSF were famous for kicking off.
Yeah, there was another, like, I don't know what it was, King of Concrete or something similar to that, like Birmingham.
King of Street.
King of Street, that was it. Yeah, King of Street in Birmingham, and we found a dead pigeon outside. So midway through, while somebody was doing a run from the fucking stand, we threw a dead pigeon. I think it was somebody like Dean Hearn was like on the microphone going, "Ah, rah, 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 rah," and then he had to like walk over and sort of move this pigeon off the middle of the street. Oh dear!
It's more like real street with a pigeon on the course.
Yeah, exactly. We were trying to make it more street, and you can't get more street than being from Sheffield as well, because that's all we had to ride.
Nothing else.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Your bike setup didn't look like it was very street. Did you go more trails as time went on?
I never. I was a Garrett Burns fanboy, so I never rode with pegs anyway. Well, I did on occasion, but yeah. So I still used to ride street, and I used to ride trails. I grew up riding trails mainly because that was literally all we had, and then moved on to riding street. You know, when was that other DVD that came out where everybody riding street in Sheffield? The
Voices.
Joe Cox thing. Yeah, Voices. Yeah. So around that time, people started to ride street more and that, but mainly I was riding trails. But then
it blew up.
Yeah, definitely. Serious air if you're knocking pigeons out there. Yeah.
Extra point if you don't get any shit on you.
Leon, hope you don't take this the wrong way. You look like the guy from This Is England.
Which one?
Which one? This could be interesting.
I can't even remember any of the names from the people in This Is England, to be honest. The Scouse one, by any chance?
Leon, hurry up! The Netflix isn't working. Is that your missus?
Probably.
You need to go fix the Netflix. You've just got Pussy Whip live on YouTube.
All right, I'll leave it to it. She'll figure.
Liam, you will have bad luck from now on. I have nothing but bad luck, Tim. Don't worry about it.
The black one.
The black one. You look like the guy from This Is England. The black one.
The token. Funnily enough, I do have black relatives, so that's fine.
I don't understand where this live's going. It's just gone to shit already.
Have you been to the underground skate park in Hastings? I haven't. Have you?
I've not been to it. No, I've not been to it.
No, it looks good. Maybe next year when we're allowed out.
Yeah. Have you watched the documentary about it? I weirdly came across it on Amazon Video. The documentary about it. It's really good.
About the skate park?
Yeah, about building it and that. The process of building it and getting the planning permission and all that. It's really good.
No, I didn't even know there was one. I'll have to. That was so, by the way, Google it. Right, I'm gonna see what it looks like.
Are you gonna Google This Is England, the black one? He's called Milky. I assume that's the one that they're talking about.
Ah, yeah.
Do you look like him?
Not really.
Have you been to South Sea Skate Park?
I do.
Have you been to South Sea Skate Park, and what do you think of Webby?
I haven't been to South Sea Skate Park, and I like Webby. I think years ago he had a very cocky attitude towards some people, or he used to put on like a show and be like play this arrogant character and stuff. But when you speak to him, he's a really cool guy.
I follow him on Twitter, actually. I don't have any other interaction with him, but he's been having some fucking weird times recently. Like,
yeah, crazy girl stuff.
Crazy girl stuff, yeah. Yeah, that's fucking next level. Some of those videos that I saw on his Twitter were fucking mad.
I don't even use Twitter, but I wouldn't know. I just find the whole tweet thing boring.
Yeah. Met Webby through the drift scene. He's a character. I think I don't think I've ever met him, but I like I say, I see him on Twitter and stuff from time to time. I don't really know. I can't really judge from that, but
yeah, that's the thing. You can't. It's you can never judge people until you actually meet them. Like years ago, when I was like dead young, I'd look at all these people, like I'd see them in videos and stuff, like BMXers and stuff, and I'd assume they were dicks, and I'd never met them. And then as you get older and you realize when you meet people, like your assumptions are always wrong. So what's the point?
Somebody wants to know: are you a Scouser? I assume Lola isn't from this country because anybody from this country would instantly recognise that accent.
To be fair, a lot of people have like when I've been in work, a lot of people have been like, "You don't sound like you're from Liverpool."
Really?
Yeah. I've been mistaken for Scottish a few times.
Wow.
Well, I don't know. I am a Scouser anyway.
Do you follow the indie projects, and what do you think of them?
I follow the indie project. They're probably one of the first like Vanlife videos I first started watching. I think a few years ago. I like all of the stuff. I think some of the stuff's a bit meh, but some of the stuff's good and really like useful information and stuff like that. But I've not actually met them, so
Is there anybody that you are willing to talk shit on, or are you just being nice and diplomatic about everybody?
No, I don't shit on people, to be honest. It's not my thing.
He's just being an all-round nice guy. Off camera, though, it's a free-for-all. He slags everybody off.
To the mirror in the house when nobody's looking. No.
Fucking bastards.
That Liam lad.
That Liam lad. Fucking hell. I'm Scottish.
And my response to you being taken. I'm Scottish, and my response to you being taken for Scottish is laughable.
To be fair, Liverpool and Scotland aren't that far away from each other, so there probably is the accent probably does merge in that,
in that like 3 hours difference.
Not 3 hours, no way.
It's a 3-hour drive from Liverpool to Scotland.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was like you could like shout at each other.
No, you got to go through like the lakes and Cumbria and everything.
Oh, of course you have, yeah, through the lakes, yeah.
Yeah, it's quite a while away. But I mean, to Southerners, I guess both Scouse and Scotland is hard to understand.
Are you referring to me as a Southerner?
No, I know you're Northern.
I
just mean to anyone who else might be Southern watching, or in general, to have the misfortune. I'm only messing.
Do you like Mo Salah? Where's Mo Salah from? Is he from Liverpool? He's not from Liverpool, is he, Mo Salah?
I don't know. He's a football player, isn't he?
No, he's a runner.
I have no idea if anything about football, or is he a boxer?
No, Mo Salah is a footballer, yeah. It's Mo Farah that's a runner. I got him mixed up.
Mo Farah? I don't
know. Oh, dear. Gone to shit. Mo Salah. Are you into football?
No, not one bit.
If you were into football, which team would you like? Liverpool?
Well, probably be a product of my environment, wouldn't I? So it'd be either Liverpool or Everton. So I don't know. When I was a kid, I used to pretend I liked football, and I used to say I liked Liverpool, but I didn't really care. I liked playing it with my mates, but other than that, no. And then I found then didn't care.
He's from Egypt. I know Mo Salah is now. I got Mo Farah and Mo Salah mixed up weirdly because they were both called Mo. He's from Egypt. Mo Salah's a really good footballer, as far as I'm aware. To be a Scouser, you have to be born in a specific part of Liverpool.
Oh, here we go.
I had an amazing Scouse boyfriend once.
Where are you getting this one? To be a Scouse, don't you have to be born in a specific part of Liverpool? I had an amazing Scouse boyfriend once. I guess there's a catchment area. So if you live, say, in Widnes or St Helens or Southport or Wigan, which is really close to Liverpool, you are classed as a wool. So you live really, really close to Liverpool, but you're not from Liverpool, and a wool is like a derogatory term for people who live around the surrounding of Liverpool.
So are you a proper Scouser then?
I am on the cusp. Some people will call me Scouse, some people wouldn't call me Scouse, but I have an L postcode, so
I think anybody sort of west of Manchester is a Scouser to me.
No, but people from Warrington definitely aren't Scousers.
Can you confirm that Southport is not classed as being Scouse? Cassie is the most Scouse person I have ever met in my life. Honestly,
Southport isn't Scouse.
It's the fucking same. You two would be able to understand each other fucking like nothing. Honestly, she's all day long. She's here as well, right? She's parked further up all day. I like mate, all that fucking stuff all day.
No,
Oh,
I've got a mate from Southport, and anytime someone calls him Scouse, he gets so offended.
she gets offended by that as well. Not fucking Scouse. Not fucking Scouse all day long. Not even a fucking Scouser. Oh, Lola's a Scouser. Apparently Lola's a Scouser.
Okay. Penny Lane. More Scouse than me, Lola.
Wow.
Sowie is not classed as being Southport is part of Lancashire, I think.
But she lives in Wales as well, so I don't really. She's a bit of a mongrel, I think. Like, I'm not sure if she really belongs anywhere. She lives in Rhyl, which is not even like a Welsh place, you know.
No, that's where they let all the people from the prisons go live.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, and it's where they all fucking old gym bunnies are from, and that like all the always Essex rejects of Wales all go there. The only way is Rhyl.
The only way is Rhyl. It's always one of them places you just drive past. I've never been to Rhyl.
Yeah, I have driven past it many times.
Yeah, I don't ever plan to go.
It's the kind of place where you would lock your van door as you were driving past as well.
With your little latch on the inside.
Guys, if I wanted to stop posting videos, what do I need to do? A GoPro. Well, first of all, you need a YouTube channel. You don't necessarily need a GoPro. I used my phone for the first. I've been using. I still use my phone to this day, actually, for a lot of videos. I've got this camera, which I use a lot, but I use my phone because my phone's always in my pocket. So yeah, use a mobile phone.
Yeah, if your phone's good enough, just use that for starting off.
What do you use on yours?
I've got a DSLR. It's a Canon 550D, but I bought it way before I wanted to do YouTube stuff. I just bought it for like BMX videos and taking photos. But I've also got a GoPro Hero 4, one of the little square ones.
Yeah.
As well. I don't use my phone because it's crap. So.
Liverpool is great. I've played gigs there. See, I think Liverpool is. In fact, why have we not talked about the Crazy House?
Ah.
I've been to the Crazy House so many times. What a fucking bizarre place that was. Is it still going?
No, it closed. It changed management a few years ago, but for like maybe like a good 5 years leading up to that, it was in a sorry state. Like you go in, there'd be like 5 people in the place compared to like say 10 years ago, and you go and there's just be thousands of people and like each floor just different madness. So good. The best place for a night out ever.
So good.
Like every weekend, it was just like the Crazy House religiously. We wouldn't go anywhere else. From like the age of say 17 till I was about 23. Never left the place.
It would always be like, oh, we're going to go ride Liverpool this weekend. All right, and we just knew we were going to the Crazy House. That was we'd ride park, lock our bikes up somewhere, and go to the Crazy House. In fact, I remember how many times locking them up near the Crazy House and then riding home afterwards, or riding to wherever we were staying afterwards. So many times.
Yeah, it's the best.
Leon reminds me of Ice Cube when he was young, Boys in the Hood. Why are you reminding people of so many people?
I don't know. Is it the hat? It must be the hat.
It must be. Look at my Liam smiling. Yeah, the only reason I'm smiling is because I'm remembering things that happened in the Crazy House.
Yeah, it was so funny one.
It was. I'm trying to think what else we did in Liverpool. That was pretty much it. We rode the fucking transition walls.
Couple quarters.
Yeah, and then and I was saying to you earlier actually on that thing about that rough ride place. That was a fucking long time ago. That wasn't it?
Yeah, that was when he had his back garden like that, I was 13, so that was 19 years. Yeah, and he wouldn't go all the way to Rampworks, which is an Aintree, because for some reason people who live in town think anywhere outside of town is really far.
Yeah.
When it's like 10 minutes on a train or something. So he built them ramps for his son, and then he went around for the next few years harassing anybody who would listen to get to fund a skate park for him to build in Liverpool, and he made Rough Ride Skatepark in like 2005. But yeah, man, he was Marcus Gallagher. His name was. I think he got put away for getting caught in the riots.
Really?
Yeah. But then how long ago? There was riots all over the country, and people were like looting everywhere. And he got caught like food like out of this shop or something. He got put away for it. He was a character. Like he used to just go to comps and harass all the pros and try and get sponsors and stuff for his son. His son was sound, but Marcus was a nightmare.
Yeah, but the back garden was about the size of my van.
Yeah,
and they managed to fit like fucking loads of ramps in it.
Yeah, a quarter pipe, a flat bank to sub box, and then like a mellow transition to wall ride, and then like the back door to the house was in the middle of two ramps.
Yeah. And there was nowhere to stand while people were riding. So if there were more than fucking two of you in the backyard, there was nowhere to go.
Yeah, you'd have to stand outside the back garden.
Yeah, it's so mental. That was one of the first things I thought about when I was thinking about things to talk about when we were talking about BMX is riding that place. And I did hear. Go on.
He covered up his kitchen window as well, so the kitchen was just pitch black darkness.
But what a dedicated dad at the time, like, you know.
Funny.
My dad wouldn't have done that for me.
No. My mum let me build a half pipe in the back garden, actually.
Really?
Yes. I used to go, like, me and a bunch of mates, we'd go around for like days just trying to find wood out of skips and stuff, and like pulling bits of fences down and just sneaking them back to the house and stuff, and just built this sketchy ramp. But it was amazing. I was like 14. I had a broken collarbone at the time, so I built it with one arm. It was awesome. Quarter pipe on one side and a quarter to wall ride on the other side.
Wow. Have you been round to the has he got a name for it? It's fucking Harry's back garden.
No, he's a recluse. The only person he really socializes with is his filmer, his YouTube cameraman. I don't think he's got a missus.
Yeah, he's bluffed up.
Is he again?
Yeah,
no, that blonde one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they split up ages ago.
As far as I'm aware, it's still a thing.
Maybe it's a different person then.
Well, maybe. Anyway, while we're on the subject of him, do you think he's just been like kicked out of BMX?
He basically did. He, as soon as he went to ride for Mafia, like people lost their shit and were like, "You don't represent BMX. You're a traitor," and all stuff like that. And like, I think one year we went to NAS Festival, and everyone was just giving him shit. And he literally was there for a few hours and went home. And then, like, after that, shortly lost all his other sponsors or dropped his other sponsors, and just became all weird because he knew everyone hated him because he went with this company that's not a real BMX company and like misses out the shops and doesn't support the scenes and stuff like that.
I around that time I argued with loads of people online about this, and there were lots of like bike shop owners that I know personally that were fucking furious about it.
Yeah.
I was saying like, what you've got to understand is that Argos have been selling the same shit kind of bikes. I would rather my child pick up a Mafia bike than a fucking Apollo from Argos or some
Halfords
shit or Halfords.
Yeah.
And also, these small bike shops are the ones that are going to be repairing these bikes, and the kids are going to be buying parts, upgrades, and all that kind of thing. So really, I think that what Mafia were trying to say at the time was, we're trying to get more arses on seats for a reasonable price, and then they would progress from there. And I kind of understood that a little bit.
Oh yeah, it makes perfect sense. But I think because Harry was a high-profile rider, that was kicked off. If it was anybody else, then I mean, look at Tom Justice. Everyone loves Tom Justice.
Yeah,
and like no, he's never got shit for riding for mafia bikes.
He's a sick rider.
Yeah, he's unreal.
He's like the most like mid-school, new school rider ever.
Yeah, he's like Joe Rich reborn.
Yeah, he is absolutely. Yeah. Mandog Adventures said, "Do you know Chris Mahoney? He's a Liverpool lad as well, isn't he?"
No, he's from Wigan. So he's
same thing. Same thing.
He's a wool. But Chris Mahoney, yeah, when I first started riding, I used to really look up to Chris Mahoney a lot, like because he was like the local pro.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was an amazing rider, but he's had his troubles. I think he's also now in Chester, I think. Last I heard. I got hit by a crippled dude in a car on my bike around 20 years ago. I hate bikes. It's not the bike's fault, it's the car's fault.
I've got another Liverpool story, in fact. So, I don't know what the road's called, but there's a fucking, like a big main road that runs down. I think it will have been from Rough Ride area down towards, I don't know for definite. Anyway, big wide road, and it goes downhill towards what would be the docks and everything. I assume from, again, it was like almost 20 years ago. And we were riding down this hill, all going down this hill. No, none of us had brakes. All going down. All of a sudden, all the traffic stopped, and I went flying into the back of a car. Both my knuckles went into the back window of this car, smashed it, and we were all just like, shit, and just fucking rode off like we were on ET or something to try and get away. Fucking, that hurt right bad as well.
That is a big hill. You must have been going.
Yeah.
That is a big, long, old hill.
I didn't care then. I was like, fucking, not even 20. What?
You don't think? You don't think about it, do you? You're just in the moment. Loving it. You could put your purple friend as a BMX seat. What's your purple friend like?
I've got a strap on in my van that people are obsessed with. That's another story though. Well, I'll tell you about that driver. What do you think of Spencer Foreskin's van build? I don't know who Spencer Foreskin is.
Spencer Foreskin. Spencer Forsman. Isn't he an American BMX rider?
Oh, right, okay.
Spencer Forsman. I think he is. If that's what he means. Did you like the BMX part in ET? Lol. Yeah, I did actually. When I was like 12.
Welcome to Bike Chat. Yeah, it is just basically just Bike Chat.
It is. Heather Everett. Mafia bikes are bikes that play rap tunes when you ride them.
Oh dear. Have you got any plans of travelling in your van then? Should we turn it back to vans?
Yes. Yeah. Probably. I don't know. Because we're so trapped at the moment. I've got a massive list of stuff that I want to do, but I think probably first of all I might go and do like the Scottish 500. Really want to give that a go for like a week or something.
You need longer than a week, won't you?
Hey,
you'll need longer than a week, surely.
Do the 500. Maybe 2 weeks. Might take my time.
Yeah, but also you've got to get to the start of the 500, which is probably about 5 hours to get there. Then do the 500, and then get back.
Yeah, I'll do that. It's something I've wanted to do for quite a while. Like, but there's loads of stuff. I want to go to visit loads of friends down south. I want to go back over to France and stuff, or loads. I just want to be on the move again. Getting itchy feet.
Do you take your bike with you everywhere as well?
Always, yeah. Always. It's under the bed right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
You are tempting me back into it, but
just get a longer frame and some taller bars. You'd be sound.
I had the fucking sickest setup, and I sold it, and I can't believe it. So when up until I moved into the van, I collected Terrible One frames. So I had like all the older ones. I had pretty much every barcode, more or less every barcode, and I had a Reuben and a Hickerson as well. So I just had them like in my house. Yeah, so I had to, but I ended up selling all them. But when the bike that I had when I just sold it was I'd had a brand new barcode made.
Yeah.
Like a pre-order thing from T1. I had that made. I got fucking such a good setup, all brand new stuff and everything, and then just sold it.
Shame.
I know.
What a shame.
But I was living in a T5 at the time, and my bike was just in the T5, and I was just tripping over it all the time, not riding it. I was just
getting pissed off that it was just in your way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I had a tiny van. Like my first van was, you could probably park my first van inside this van. It was called a Daihatsu X-Dol, and it was literally 6 foot long and 4 foot wide in the back.
Really?
Yeah, it was tiny. So there was enough room for a bed and probably like, I don't know, a foot of space, and I'd just keep my bike next to me when I was in the bed. Everything was like just in a little drawer underneath the bed. It was so basic, but I think if I kept that, I would have got annoyed at having my bike with me all the time. But I got the LDV Convoy after that. Went from tiny to huge.
What bike are you riding now?
I've got a custom frame, Mike Laird built frame.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I bought it last year. I ordered it in July and I got it a couple of days before Christmas.
Wow.
Yeah, it took quite a while, but I thought like it's probably going to be the last frame I ever buy because it's completely custom to my size, and like all bikes are the same pretty much these days anyway.
He don't fuck about, does he? He's
no
sick bike builder.
Yeah, so it's built to last, hopefully.
So somebody said that we're not talking Huffy brand bikes. See, I think, in my opinion, Huffy would be even worse than Mafia bikes these days. Like,
oh
Huffy
yeah, Huffy were sold in catalogs, weren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
You get a Huffy from like Argos.
Yeah. Also, what kind of music do you like, bro?
Oof. I hate that question because there's not just one type of music. It's quite a big range. I like.
Leon likes Simply Red.
Definitely do not. Who put that? I like rock music. I like old school metal. I like classic rock. I like post rock. Like instrumental type stuff, and then I like loads of cheesy 80s music. I like some like classical stuff, like piano music, pianists, even like random like Celtic stuff and loads of stuff. It's easier to say what I don't like. I don't like most modern pop music. If it's in the charts, I probably won't like it.
Apart from if it's Lady Gaga.
No. Don't. Gaga. Even Lady Gaga. Yeah, my Spotify list is all over the place.
Liam likes Nickelback. I definitely don't like Nickelback.
Dad rock. Julio Iglesias.
Have you seen the guy from Puddle of Mud covering that Nirvana song that's been doing the rounds on social media?
No, I haven't.
Fuck me, I'll see if I can find it. I don't know. I'll find it. I'll send it to you.
Send me the link and I'll watch it later.
It's fucking nuts. Hold on.
Because I like Nickelback. That's something you shouldn't admit, really. Shows you photographs. Do you like Dan Clan? I like Gravel Pit.
Everybody likes that song, don't they?
Yeah. Nirvana is easily the worst 90s bands of all time. Ooh. And say that to my wife. She would be very unhappy.
You said Nirvana are the worst band.
That's what Heather Evett just said. No,
You know what?
Not
to
that
be
fussed.
fair,
I don't like him or dislike him.
I've never ever liked them. I've always thought they were shit. But as I've got older, I started to watch a documentary about them. I thought, actually, they're all right a little bit. Yeah, I hated saying it.
I watched one on Netflix last year, and it was really interesting. And yeah, I suppose they're all right. That's as far as I can say about them, really.
I can't. That link didn't work on there, but I'll send it to you on Facebook. So when you get it in a bit,
it just came through.
When watch that because that's something special. Get your missus. If your missus likes Nirvana, get her to watch that because it's fucking. I'm not going to say anything else, but anyway. So you're married?
Yes. Since June. Yeah.
Wow. How's that working out?
It's exactly the same.
She's watching, isn't she? So you're not allowed to say it bad.
Yeah. Oh, she's fuming about Nirvana. No, yeah. Marriage life is sound. It's no different than just before it, really. If you're with someone that you get on with, then it's no different, is it?
It just costs you a fuckload of money.
To be fair, we had a pretty cheap wedding compared to most people. Like $5,000 it probably cost for our wedding. And that's for everything.
Wow. Bruce Springsteen. Now we're talking.
Springsteen, I don't mind a bit of Springsteen. Pearl Jam, nah.
Lost Prophets. I don't think anybody's allowed to say they like Lost Prophets anymore. Even did.
No.
I definitely didn't like Lost Prophets.
No, I never liked them before everyone found out.
Fucking hell.
I've only just noticed that comment there at the bottom of the screen. They are like simply red.
Leon likes the Lighthouse family, apparently. Pantera? ?
One or two Pantera songs. Most of them are a bit too. How do I say?
Shit.
I was trying to think of like the effect of the
music. Too nice.
Hey,
you're too nice. You need to be a bit more salty.
Salty. I've got a sticker on the back of my van. It's who's I can't remember who made it. Salt Club. Basically.
I don't know if I can be bothered to do it, but I can just take my boot off. I've got a tattoo. Hold on. Wait there. Yeah. I've got Doc Martens on, so check it to get off. It's going to be a right anticlimax. Leon is one of the channels I've not subbed to.
Oh no!
Fucking hell!
Devastated. Please. Thank you for subscribing. Anyone who's bothered to do it during this live feed. Leon, let's see your tattoos.
I think you can see that.
There's one.
Comparing your like head tattoo and my really shit DIY salt pot tattoo.
I've got loads of DIY tattoos. I've got a bottle of beer with a mustache on my leg that I did myself. I'm quite proud. Okay.
Yeah. Oh dear.
The self-made tattoos are the best ones.
Yeah, definitely.
I've got a little black coffee on my hands actually. Where is it? You see that? Where are you? There.
Oh, nice.
Did that on myself. Took ages.
What other BMX related tattoos have you got?
I've got a Dave Mirra tattoo.
Have you?
Yeah. Get it out.
Go on, get him out.
So when Dave Mirra died, everyone painted the pedals gold, didn't they? So I've got a pedal on my leg. Where is it? Oh, look at that.
Oh, nice.
You see it? There. I've got one on my arm on the inside there. There's this BMX. It's like a dagger with a banner. And then my handlebars on the side of my hands. I don't think I've got any more BMX related ones.
I've got a bike chain that goes around my arm there.
Yeah.
It goes around. Really shit. You can't see it at all.
No.
It's a bike chain. Anyway, but also I've got the metal band as well.
Oh, sick. I've got a chain ring there as well, actually, on the back of my arm. There's another one.
Tats.
That's it. It's like a disease. Once you start riding a BMX, it sort of never leaves you. You've just imprinted in your brain for it.
Somebody is shocked and surprised that Dave Mirra has died. I think that
Dave Mirra died 4 years ago, I think now. Yeah. Suicide.
Tragic thing, wasn't it?
Yeah. I was like, it's weird because like when like famous people die, I'm like, doesn't mean anything to me. But when Dave Mirra died, that hit me hard, that one, because I looked up to him like a hell of a lot when I grew up. Like that was who I wanted to be when I was 12. Yeah. I wanted Dave Mirra. It was like it hit me hard that when he died. Sad time.
I think that Miracle Boy and Nyquist was one of the first DVDs or videos it will have been that I owned. It was like not even like a cool BMX DVD because they weren't really cool, were they?
No. Everyone used to look down on them and call them like jocks and stuff, didn't they?
Yeah.
Mad. They're all them same people that did look down upon them and didn't think they were cool back then, like all came out of the woodwork when he died and said how much they looked up to him and stuff.
Yeah, gave him shit for riding for fucking Slim Jim. Well, in fact, that was a Roadfills thing, wasn't it? They were all taking the piss out of him. Robin Morales was taking the piss out of him.
Yeah, with the finger bikes. Yeah.
Oh, that's another classic fucking BMX moment. Is that Roadfalls? In fact, all of them.
I've got the box set I bought. Okay. I bought the box set when it first came out on Blu-ray, and I didn't watch it for 3 years because I didn't have a Blu-ray player. Just sat there on the shelf.
Really?
Yeah, but I've got a Blu-ray player now, so it's sweet.
I'm coming around to yours to watch it. I think it Roadfalls 4 or Roadfalls. Which one with Cor Anastasio in it? Cor Anastasio was another one that I really looked up to. But
I think he was in number 3. I think his first one was 3, and then he was in 12 as well.
He was in the one with the guy that owned Snafu. Magoo, was it? Yeah. That's a good one. A really good Roadfalls, that one.
That was some entertainment.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to stop watching them because I want to get a bike again, and I fucking can't do it to myself.
Just do manuals. You'll be fine.
Could do.
Nasty was a cool dude.
He was.
You regret. This whole arm basically is crap. When I was 18, one of my friends was learning to be a tattoo artist, and he said, "If you let me practice on you, I'll do it for free." And I've just got some of the worst. I'll get this one out. There's one. Do me a pin-up, and I'll draw it, and you can put it on. And I spent hours and hours and hours drawing this pin-up. All right, if you can see her face. Where's her face? Where is she? Look at that. It looks like Laurel. You've got like blow lips, like a rubber.
No, but that's like proper old school style, isn't it? You know what I mean?
No, it's terrible. It is terrible. Like I'm just gonna get it blacked over the whole arm, except for that.
I'm tempted to get a black arm. What's that?
Shark. That's the only one I like. Whole arm I don't like except for that one tattoo.
Yeah, I've been tempted to get a black arm, but I think that I'd probably stop at the Metal Bikes logo. I'd probably go around that. I'd probably just have a black arm apart from that one tattoo.
Yeah. Well, I'll do that, but I've got loads of stuff I want to finish off first, and it's pricey stuff.
I'm gonna pin Tim's comment to give him some attention. Liam, you said you gave up cycling because you landed too many tricks on the head. Goofy. Oh dear. I'm gonna let him have that one.
Leon's got a picture of my X5 on his arm. And some Locksmith Manchester. Looks like Katie Price.
I'm so lost in this vans, yes, bikes, no. Well, the thing is, it was meant to be a van chat, but at the end of the day, me and Leon have something in common that's not about vans, and there's still plenty of you watching this, so you can't be that bored. So it's kind of, it's kind of weird how we didn't know each other, but we've grown up like doing the same things, and here we are.
Pretty much in parallel, and then both ended up with the same van.
Yeah, that's bizarre, isn't it? Both went to the crazy house, both rode at Rough Ride, both ended up living in a van.
It is weird. It is weird. Yeah, so we must have been in the same place at some point at the same time.
We have probably fingered the same girl in Crazy House. I bet we have.
Who knows? That's hilarious. No, but like, yeah, BMX talk is like a different language, I guess, to people who don't know what you're on about.
Yeah, definitely.
Can anybody see Elon Musk?
Oh yeah, the satellites are up tonight, aren't they?
Oh, like that big row of satellites.
Yeah. I'm gonna go have a look after this. Actually, we're gonna wrap this up in a bit.
You'll have the perfect, like, no light pollution or anything by you, is there?
Yeah, I did. They were out last night, but I didn't look. I went to bed quite early last night, so I didn't end up looking. But I'm gonna look tonight. It's just fucking freezing up here, though.
I'm not surprised. It is
cold. Sun out all day, but the wind is fucking freezing.
Yeah, I do want to go up to the Peak District once this is all finished because I want to go climbing.
Yeah.
I want to go to Stanage. Which
that Stanage is only just over there.
Yeah.
That's when we're not on lockdown. Stanage is one of my places to park usually.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite places to go climbing. Is Stanage Edge. I've been meaning to go. I haven't been for ages, so I might go there once this is all over for a climb. Might see you there.
I've had a go at climbing in the last couple of weeks while we've been here.
Yeah.
Only I've never really done it before, apart from when I was in school. But there's a couple of little places around here with some, like, nothing massive to climb, but just sort of low level stuff, but upside down and all that kind of stuff. Just fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's good. It's a workout and it's not boring because you've got to like figure out where to go and stuff like that. And it's a nice challenge.
What am I looking for?
It's good for someone who's got a bad back anyway.
From what I think, well, yeah, that's true. Take my beautiful face off screen. That's copyright infringement. No, it's not. Take your beautiful face off my screen. Fucking do one. I don't know. Tim, I mean, if you just apologise now, like, we'll just forget that you've been a dick tonight. But if you carry on, then I might have to let the fucking wolves have you.
He stuck around for the whole thing.
I know. He said that he didn't fucking like me and I was a raging lefty or something, and then he's watched the entire thing.
Hilarious.
It's all money in my pocket, Tim, so it's fine. You keep watching. Apologies for being a lefty first. I don't really get it, mate. I don't really get it. Like, nothing we've said tonight has been political. I don't understand I don't even know why I'm giving him time of day.
It's Timberlady. Hey Leon, what fridge you got in your van? I have got a camping gas 12-volt cool box thing. It's not very special. It was about 50 quid or something, where it does the job. I would like a Dometic, but I'm not rich, so
just stick your meat in a cupboard.
Yeah, I've got a 12-volt cool box, which is probably equivalent to like a Halford's 12-volt cool box, but it does the job.
It just means you're on the left side of his screen. Ah, right, okay, that's fine. Yeah, I am a lefty in that case. That means Leon's very far right.
Far right, so far right. such a Tory.
Anyway, listen, we're going to wrap this up because I try and stick to an hour so it doesn't get too boring for people. But everybody comment in, say goodbye to Leon and say thank you for fucking putting up with your comments and me. It's been fun though.
Yeah, I had a good laugh. It's been nice talking. To do it again.
I'm sure if you end up over here, then let me know because I'm always here. So
yeah, I'll give you a shout when I'm over your end, your neck of the woods. It'll be good to actually meet in person. And thank you for having me on this live chat.
It's all right. Hopefully we'll try and do it again sometime.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. Thanks for coming. I'll speak to you soon. Have a good one. Don't forget, get Netflix sorted for your missus.
It's probably a fact. She stopped commenting, so it must be fixed.
Right. I'll see you in a bit.
See ya.
Right, bye.